And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Monday. What's happening? How you doing? Let me get settled in here. Change the chat filter from top messages to all messages. Click open over here so I can look at my computer screen whilst top chat, live chat. Let's get ready to Monday. Marco, B Shady, Kathleen, Stonewall, all just boom. So you guys, give me the scoop. Were you on hanging out on YouTube and you get an alert that I went live, or you get or you have alerts turned on that lets you know, or you just happen to already be live, someone else was live? I slid up from Clayton and here you are. Oh, so Burning Stables was just live? I just got home. Moments ago. What was Clayton up to today? His lives are always fun. I try to jump in when I can. But yeah, I got home, normal Monday. Jump on, hang out for a little bit before KC goes live. Oh, I'm failing at my own task here. I decided to grab a few things, and what I ended up doing was grabbing all of my titanium. The titanium. He is still live. Oh, well, shit. Cheers to Clayton. If anyone hasn't hung out with Clayton, just go over and watch his live. You don't have to hang out with me. Here's one of his pieces of work right here. The Clayton Burning Stables Forge Motley. Excellent knife. That leather is still really fresh. What's Clayton doing on his live today? What's he been up to? Makes a great knife. Dude, the knife kind of smells like leather. It was like, am I getting a transfer? Boom. But this is what you get from a Burning Stables. I was doom scrolling, not feet vids, but toes. Wound up here. I heard foot vids are a thing. Clayton is working on the door to his forge. I saw that up, so he's still live. So he's been live for a couple hours, I suppose, huh? I swear I saw that briefly, trying to grab something to listen to for the last couple hours at work. But sometimes certain things, I've done that with Clayton once or twice, and with Aries several times, where if like I'm just listening to something at work, it's not always a good thing as far as a live just to like lurk and listen, because you can hear like Aries will be doing sanding or like projects, and it's like you're watching, you can watch them doing the work. It's really cool. You get to see how it all goes. But if you're just kind of lurking and listening, sometimes not always as good, since you're just hearing, it's not always as much talk. And I am going to sneeze. I am now not going to sneeze because I said I'm going to sneeze. He's been going on and off. That Clayton, he's a wild man. You are already involved, but there's only a dozen of us in here right now, so I would assume you all know and are aware. I grabbed all my titanium knives that I had today. I think I got them all. I can kind of double check. Oh, here's one. Kaiser Hawk with the DLC. Robin hanging out in Clayton's wanted to say hi. Hey, dude, go hang out with Clayton. I'm all good. I'm all good. I didn't know. Had I known that he was live right now, I might not have just gone live. I usually jump on live on Mondays around this time for an hour or so. But I do always try to help promote other lives for sure. And Clayton, great guy. Good stuff. So I grabbed all my titanium. Oh, see, that's funny. And another one. Found 3 more since I started. Is there another one lying around somewhere? Peace be with you. I did a count. Kathleen, you in here? I think you are. You're still in here, yeah. I did a quick count of inventory. It was a rough count, so it wasn't an exact. I was definitely going to be off by maybe 1 or 2 here and there. What's up, Paul? Look at all my titanium. This is all my titanium. Not as much as it should be, but I got some titanium. What's up, Joe K? Trish in the house. What's going on, Clint? Yeah, I did a count. What's my total? The reality is, why does he sound like him at the bottom of a Pringles can? Do I? Do I? Maybe we're at the bottom. Am I getting good sounds today? I need to get a new phone. I need to get a new phone. So yeah, I did an inventory count. The last time I did the inventory count, it was in the low 400s, 410, 415, something like that. I have since sold a couple, used some for giveaways, etc., etc. But I did another count. No, Kathleen, definitely no. We are still under 500. It was actually only like 440. So it was really only 20 or 30 more than the last time, which doesn't seem correct. Although it wasn't a perfect count, because I know it wasn't a perfect count. I wasn't really... Oh, you were guessing 420. It was around that last time, Trish. It was around that 420 or so last time, give or take a dozen. We've only gained about 30 more since then. Actually, wow, did I forget all of that right there? I might have. Yeah. So anyway, we're in the mid 450s for sure. Does that count all my gimmicks and gas station? Yes. I just, like I said, I wasn't, I was like, okay, let's go. And I was just like 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, and I just kind of was like, real quick, went through that, went through this, went through there. I missed those. That's another dozen. Kind of went across the table there. But I have like a couple in process over here. I've got a couple out there. Funny thing. I don't know if you remember this. I bet you Kathleen does. This has been a part. This is just another one of those rando projects. It's been a part forever. Remember, I did the one with the ugly yellow handle, little send cut. So I ended up taking it apart to mess around a little bit, and then I went to try to find the blade, and I couldn't find the blade. Mr. Mouse, what's up? Grateful Dong. Magnus Lutz, ho. Grateful's refused to do a count. What are they? What are what? Or are you talking about his tattoos? Magnus Lutz. So yeah, Kathleen was like, "Oh, it's just terrible. I hate that yellow. It was ugly." And so I was gonna do something to it, and then I never did. And then I found it. I was like, "Oh, I should do that." And I could not find the blade. Could not find the blade. Looked for the blade. Searched everywhere. It's like I have everything, but I'm missing the blade, the sharp part. Where is it? And I basically gave up. And I was like, I don't know. It's gone. Hopefully it'll turn up. And long story short, I found the blade. I found the blade. It was in, I have a container that I use for stonewashing. So I took a Gatorade bottle, filled it with some rocks, drop a blade in there, and you can do some stonewash with it. I did that, and I never took it. I put it back in there to shake it up some more, and never took it out. So it was in the middle of these rocks, and I had no idea it was there. It was like, oh, that's where it is. If I finish all the loose end projects, well, I kind of added, I'm going to guess it's probably 450, 460. Somewhere around there. It's definitely under 5, you know, and I would say if I loosely relaxed and made a fairly accurate, relaxed guess, 460. I got to do a more hard count. I need to do a more solid count, which I will do. It was a random thing. What was it? Yesterday or Saturday. And I just you just got that number. I was like, all right, I'm going to count. And I just was like 2, 4, 6, 7, you know, just went through it. And it wasn't like I stopped and made sure I didn't double up or miss some. I might have missed some. Those are tri-state numbers. 460, that's a lot. That's a lot. How many could I part with? Not a lot. I'd rather have Tony Sweden. Do you know the difference of hunting and fishing knives? Yes, or a lot of depends on what you're hunting. What are you using the hunting knife for? If you're using it for like skinning or something like that, then you would want a blade that's got a nice belly that you can use to get in there and make some cuts. Fishing knives, I like a flexible fillet knife. But yeah, it depends on what type of hunting. I mean, you can always go classic. Buck 110. So many people love and have had. I mean, this one's 50 years old. They're still making them the same. I think a really fun one for like skinning, like a blade like this. I don't really do a lot of hunting or whatever, but like for skinning, you got a big belly. You can get in there and really kind of do some work. So there's things like that. There's like skinner type blades where you got a larger blade like that for getting in and doing some skinning. What do you want to hunt? I mean, maybe you want to hunt with the knife. You could hunt with this knife. North Valley. And then hunting knife, are you talking hunting specifically for like hunting or like outdoor camping, stuff like this? Got the CRKT. This is a great for making feather sticks or chopping some wood. You can kind of use it as a small hatchet and get a lot of bushcraft stuff going on. It's a good size. I love this one. I'm going to take it out more this summer. But yeah, what do you hunt with? Tell me. Buck 119. There's a classic right there. One of my favorites in my collection. And not because of hunting. Fishing knife would be fillet knife for sure. My fillet knife of choice is this one here. Just a classic Rapala Superflex. The Superflex has a lot of bend to it. This is a smaller knife, but even with bigger fish, I usually tend to use a smaller knife. When I'm making fillets, I'm going in and I'm kind of cutting like this, and I'm using mostly just this much of the blade, so it doesn't need to be a super long blade. We caught some nice walleyes this year that I used my larger. I have a couple larger fillet knives, but I really like just the small Rapala Superflex. It's a really good knife for just light work, doing your crappies and your panfish and stuff like that. But even a nice eater size walleye or something like that, they work good. They work really good. What's your favorite fillet knife? I thought I had my other one right over here, but I don't. Got the poop fillet. It's got a good flex. Get in there deep. You're a crappie. We should, in fact, try that real quick. Let's move this forward. There's never a live stream where you can't do a little poop knife juggle. I can never not drop the poop knives. They just don't flip worth a God. All right, let's try it. Let's throw in this poop knife. Oh, see, this one flips way better. It's got the little bit more balance to the handle. I need to get 2 more of these. As far as the poop knife goes, I'd rather have this one. The knife I use for cleaning fish only has a 2-inch blade, right? Like the old school, the Ulus. That'd be a nice, the Alaskan Ulu Skinner. It's always the blue one. They just don't, they like a good, it's got a balance to it. Like the handle has a little bit more mass, so you can just get it and it just does this consistent flip. You know what I'm saying? And those are just, they're light, they're even on both sides. So when you throw them, they don't really have this nice natural like feel like that. And so they just don't work as good. Why are some hunting knives sawtooth on the upper side of the blade? Because it looks cool. How functional is this? Not very. In some cases, you could use it for doing some type of saw. I have a SOG Seal Pup. This is a great outdoor user knife, and it is serrated across the back. Not super sharp, but I have used that, and if you get in and like had a small whatever, all I hear is excuses. All right, Paul, next live you're on, I would like to see you. I challenge thee to juggle some poop knives. Show me up. Yeah, this one's all jimped up all the way. This is a Kenman. I've had this one for like 20 years. Maybe this is what got me to fall in love with jimps. And yeah, these are, I go like this across my hand, you know, but if I were to get in there, it will. If you had soft wood, you could do some work, but poop knife juggle off at Blade Show. Oh, yeah. I better write that down. Blade Show's coming up, couple of weeks. Kathleen says hit that like button, everybody. Boom. How many titanium knives do you have in your collection? I am limited. I thought I had more. And what I did not include right here, I didn't include all of my titanium because I went with basically all titanium like throughout. Like this one's multicolored, but it's still titanium. We got titanium on the bolsters, and then you have the crystallized titanium in the middle. So it's still, let me turn that down real quick. So it's still all titanium versus like my Stout V2. This is titanium right here, but it's mostly the Vanex and the glow carbon, whatever. Wow, is this battery really that dead? Battery's almost dead, but you can see the glow. No glow. Well, it does have glow on both sides. Battery's kind of low though, so needs some light. But yeah, I didn't grab all my titanium where if it's a little teeny piece of titanium. I didn't necessarily grab that today because I have several of those still. These are just my full tie. Is that what you would call it? Full tie. Right on, Tony. Tony, what's your favorite hunting knife? This is a new one. This is a good little one that would be good for hunting. I got this from Burning Stables Forge. Clayton made it. Really nice outdoor user, thick, beefy. You could beat on this. You need to get up and do some work out in the brush. Help processing some animals, maybe. I may get someone to pick up a Pictus XL in Texas. We'll see. I might pick one up. I don't know. If the next size was a size smaller, I'd probably be all over it. Bigger, I might be all over it. You guys see I made a post on Instagram right now. Strix Sparrow knives. Posted, they are going to be, I almost cut myself. They are going to be making a Bantam Strix. So it is a Strix that is like an inch smaller than this right here. And they're going to have some available. They're not doing a big drop. He's going to be making, like 5, 10 at a time or whatever. He'll have some available at Blade Show. Won't be a drop like this one was. But the Bantam Strix, it's going to basically be an inch or so shorter, but very similar. Magna Sluts! Oh, Thomas in the house. We got Thomas and Grateful. Boom. Magna Slut. Ho, ho. Ho. That was a close one. I came down on my thumb in the right spot. I felt like I cut myself, but I'm clean. Clean. I'm not dripping. It's that one. That one rattles. The rattle and hum. Should we go through them all quick? What's up, Stacy? Henry? My former absolute favorite. What's up, Jim? Kaiser Mini Towser K 154 CM. Fried titanium. Gorgeous. Fantastic. Probably my favorite crossbar style. The frag on here is great. The action on it is fun. I love it. Another one of my absolute favorites. Well, these all are. Horlock. Everybody loves the Horlock. If you don't know this thing yet, you're missing out. Concept. 1931 Leatherworks. She's a thing of beauts. Real thing of beaut. So this is their black wash. Concept black wash titanium. We have another concept, the Goblin XL. Picked this one up at Blade Show last year. Got that bronze colored frag titanium. Any good button lock knives? Thomas. Like recently, or what are we talking about? On here. How many button locks do I have in my titanium? All right, so that was that front throw we got across. Here is a button lock titanium. We have the, Latama Victorium Yuki button lock. I've been wanting to do an anno or something to this, but I've just been kind of sitting on it. Surgery went well. Oh, Dom. Yeah, Dom, how you doing? Boom. Latama Victorium Yuki. I believe this is M390 titanium. That one's a button lock. Also, button lock on the table would be this one here. The like rock hopper, the HX Outdoors. D2 titanium button lock. And that, oh. It's driving me nuts. I just flipped over one that didn't have a clip. All right, now listen. It's still this one. It's this one every time. Oh, just likes to rattle on the table. My other button lock on the table here would be the Frack, CJRB Frack. This thing's a beast. Just popped in, Trish. I was over at Clayton. Surgery went well. Yeah, I guess Clayton was live, or he might still be. Put a Hank under it. Problem solved. Yeah, I know, but I didn't grab a Hank. And this table has a slight. Actually, since I fixed it, it's been good. Anybody remember the Frack? Boom. So those are the button locks on the table. You could call a pinch lock the button lock. What am I doing? Crap. How much is the average price on the table? Two. Right around two, right around two, right around two, 250, 170, 150, 2, 3, 250, 350, 2, 150. 150 to 2, probably. You have the Frack, but it's not the S90V. Yeah, I had to get the Primo one when it came out. S90 and the titanium. I wish the frag was a little bit deeper. Is that the word? Shallow, deeper. I wish the frag went one deeper. And as a lefty, there's a few times I can't recreate it if I want to, but the button is just in the right spot. Like I said, can't recreate it. But there's times where it'll go like this, and then I'll be on the button and it'll just fall. As a lefty, that's a thing. KDK, did you happen to see the video of the Numb Knives prototype pinch lock mini flipper knife I sent you? I did, Thomas. What was the other thing, Thomas? You said you told me to look up, but I got distracted for a minute. Where is it? Ice Age Slim Scout. Yeah, Tony, for what we're looking at on the table with these are all nice, high quality, good steel, upper mid to lower high end, upper middle class. These are definitely some of my favorites that I've collected over time. A little bit more on the premium side of materials and things. Ice Age blades. Am I over 18? Slim Scout. Oh, that's cool. Did you pick one of these up, Thomas? We have a micarta handle, a Magna Cut blade. Ooh, about to back up. Boom. CPM Magna Cut. Look at the size of these screws. What in the hell is that? Wow. What is the size of that star? Look at that. Dude, that is enormous. I'm on board. The Slim Scout. We did not ship mammoth tusks or molars to California, Hawaii, Illinois, New Jersey, due to state restrictions. Mammoth restrictions? How about that? Who knew? The knife weighs an ounce? What? Ultralight? How big is it? 6.5 overall. Huh. It's a nice looking knife. I'm on board. I'm on board with it. Makes incredible. They look nice. All right, get back to it. All right. And then the Numb Knives prototype, the new proto for the new Numb is a smaller knife. It has some similar qualities to the N1 Cornerstone, but imagine this part scoops in really tight and then comes back out. In a way, it has kind of a similarity to the blade or the handle shape of the Cochise, where it's wide, it gets skinny, and then widens back out. It's kind of that kind of a handle shape, but with the pinch lock. Since you're into fixies now, check out the Scrawny Lumberjack. Scrawny Lumberjack. Do I need to type anything else, or is that going to give it to me? Scrawny Lumberjack. All right. Available knives, view all. Any specific model? That's gorgeous. That is beautiful. .145 CTS XHP 63 HRC. You have one of these, Paul? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's fun. Baller heat treats it. They're expensive on purpose. I make them expensive because I can. It means they're better. Wow, okay. Is being weird to me. Handmade, high HRC quality. Just thinking that when I saw the horny. Got horny for the horny. Where's the warny? I don't see one. This one? Sort of. Sort of. Horny. Yeah, the handles are cool. For sure. I am on board. Inspiring, even. I would try it. God, I want to try this. I need some tools I need some tools. I need money. I need a sugar mama. I'm accepting applications for sugar mama. Someone wants my attention in exchange for an allowance. What's up, Donnie? I like the blade, but yeah, I'm not big on that handle on that one either. Got some cool Texas. Maybe there's some sugar mamas there. Do what now? You gonna do what now? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get on with the getting on. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to just, you know, run into some amazing, extremely wealthy woman who just, you know, loves buying me stuff. No, I just Under the Bridge has some awesome fixies. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's up, Palmer Conley? Okay. Didn't go through everything yet on here. So where were we laid off? We did those. We did these. We got the Geo Ethereal Cutter. Did you guys see the new knife that Geo is going to be releasing? It's one of those ones. It's like 10 CR something mixed with copper. So it's like a Damascus that has copper in it. Interesting. They are sending me one, so we will look at it together. I do really like the way Geo did the dimple texture on this handle here. A new Geo. Uh-oh. Funny. Boom. We have the Tornado, the Tempest Knives Tornado. What am I doing? Can I do that? I guess. That's a thing, apparently. Boom. I really am liking the Tornado. Smaller little offering from KC over at Knives Fast. Got my Monterey Bay Sabertooth. I need to get the Wolverine. That's what I should be getting. It would be a great combo. This one and the Wolverine side by side. I'm flipping them back over. What are we doing here? I got my Strix. Sabertooth is a great knife. This is oh, it's good. Strix is definitely an amazing one. Very happy with this. S90 and the titanium. Definitely one of my favorite looking knives. Pictus, Gecko Customs Pictus. The Pictus XL, an inch bigger, will be available soon. Maybe grab one of those in Texas. We'll see. How much did they say they were going to be, Grateful? 260 or something? KDK, what has been your EDC lately? It varies. It varies. The last few days, this one. My ABW slip joint, titanium and magnet cut with that gorgeous hollow grind. This one's been in my pocket every day since. And it's a good size. Look at this. Wow. So I've definitely been carrying this one every day. Before I got that, I was carrying the Kentucky Holler Jack from C. Reisner Cutlery. I was carrying this one every day, and I still will carry this. But this is the new one. So this has been, I carry 3 knives. I basically carry 3 knives every day. So I have my slip joint, So that was the slip joint that was in my 5th pocket today, the ABW Slippy. My secondary carry was my QSP Mini Penguin, and so that was in this pocket right here. And then my main today was the Geo Ethereal Cutter. So I basically had kind of a diamond titanium textured trio. Boom, boom, boom. So that was my carry for the day. So I usually carry, like I said, I carry 3 knives. I'll carry one regular size, kind of more full size type knife like most of these on the table. I will carry a smaller secondary, like whether it be the QSP Mini Penguin, I carry a lot. I carry this Baby Banter regularly. So I always have kind of closer to a full size knife, a secondary, and then a slip joint. And so lately the slip joint has been this really nice ABW Slippy for the last week. But I can't deny my love for my Kentucky Holler Jack. And then the big one kind of changes. Be Shady. Sorry, fell off for a bit. Jump back on, bro. Get in the bolts. Welcome back. All right, we almost made it across the front. Numb Knives N1 Cornerstone. I love this knife. This is probably my favorite knife. It's hard to say there's one favorite, but this is just a hollow grind, the tip, the extra jimps right here, the pinch lock, the full ambidextrousness. This is boom. Devo Pony Premium Pony Stout. What's this one also? I believe S90. And the titanium. Really nice one. We've got my Demco 80 20.5. Full jimpage is the way. I agree, Dong. More jimps. What does this say here? What? Just got a few days ago the next tool, mini flagship F12 multi-tool. We'll check it out. We'll check it out. So that's my Demco 80 20.5. You hear me, Donnie? What'd you say to Donnie? Pictus XL 280. Nope, I already opened this one here. So we've looked at just about everything. The DLC Hawk, Kaiser Hawk, with the major fast drop shut. You got to get out of the way. Boom. Boom. And then the Lemfish Rattlesnake. M390 titanium. And a fun sound. Have you ever needed to quickly get the knife out of your pocket? Not often personally, but just about all of these are very quick release. You put any one of these in your pocket like this, and you need to go quick, you can just go boom. Wow, very slow. But they generally are quick. It's in your pocket here, you just have to grab, pull, boom. Pretty easy open. Most of these in the pocket. Grab, pull, boom. Goodness gracious. Double mix. Sometimes you got to open that package quick. Another one. My quick draw today has been bad. Fast enough for me. Fast enough for me. And Valley's really going for it today. Do you have any butterfly knives? Damn. Right into the pony stout. You need a spinning knife stand to display your knives on the table. Like a Lazy Susan? That sounds kind of fun. Wow. I suck at this. That's the Flytanium. And this is the Squid Industries. Knife on knife violence. Little spinning motorized Lazy Susan display would be cool. I could have that up there, and I could put like the Rancor on there, and he could just spin around slowly. I mean, what do you think about that, Rancor? Do you want to spin around slowly? Just don't take my knife away from me. It's a Corvid. I like it. Doesn't it fit in his hand so well? I mean, look at it. Yes. I apologize. I apologize in advance. What's up, Robin? Robin's back. What are you getting into? Clayton get his forge door finished or whatever it was he was working on? Ooh, look at the crazy... I'm an idiot, but yeah. Look at the wild stuff going on the... So, a little bit on the table, got a mess down there. Definitely several of them spewed about here. Got another explosion down there. A couple things up here. There's a few in there. That's not canon. Yeah, but see, he already filmed the movies. He's retired, so he can retire into carrying whatever he wants. What's up, Zach? I'm still at it, Dom. Still going strong. Or something. I don't know what we are. I'm going. I am going. Lanyard Man in the house? What up, dude? What are you up to? Anyone in the market for a Brass Brigade Iridashi? Interesting. Send pics. How much? What's it look like? What's the blade material? Tell me more. Oh, Clayton's still alive? Yeah. That's cool. Like I said, I try to promote as many lives as I can, but I also am learning from YouTube that inconsistency they don't like. They don't like the inconsistency. Brass, you say? So if I do a live at 4:30 on Mondays for a couple months in a row and then I don't, they just throw you out. They're like, oh, not consistent anymore. So it's like I have to... my consistent lives will be the Monday 4:30, my Thursday at 6, my Saturday morning coffee. So those are always going to be consistent that I will be live. Other ones kind of vary if I feel like it or if there's nobody live and I decide to jump on or whatever. I like brass. Let me smell that brass. Got a few new ones to do. Here's one of them. Should probably do this one. I was thinking about it. I gotta start figuring out what knives I'm gonna bring to Blade Show. Although there will be several. I'll bring a case or so of knives, just kind of jam and hang out and share and do knife jams with people. Then I'm gonna have the ones that I'm gonna be carrying. So I'll probably be carrying at least like 7 to 10, a dozen or so knives on day 1, and then I'll carry 7 or 10 or a dozen on day 2. What do my colleagues say about my knife interest? Some of them could care less. Some of them want to see what knives I'm carrying regularly, and some of them now are carrying knives on a regular basis. So a little bit of everything. Nobody thinks it's weird or scared or don't like it. Most people now understand that I carry different things, so they always kind of say, oh, what are we carrying today? And I have gotten a few people really turned on to like now, like a couple of guys carry a knife every day. And they're like, dude, I don't know what I did before this, but I wasn't carrying a knife and now I have one. I cut things constantly. It's like, yeah, you know, you need it. Throw you out if you're not active. Get out of here. I got lurkers. I got regulars. I got people who comment, people who don't. It's all good. Whatever suits your personality and preferences. My coworker's bet on which knife I'm carrying that day. Been going on for months. That's fun. Oh, I bet she's carrying that purple one today. Oh, I bet she's carrying that one silver one. That's fun. And then my buddies for like disc golf league and stuff, I try to get them, like putting league. It's like, yeah, guys, who's going to care? It's like none of them. It's like, oh, let's do pocket checks. It's like nobody has anything. What you talking about, Willis? I wish I had people in daily life to share my knives with. I'm kind of with you there, Robin. Not as many. Some people just could care less. And then you get a new one. I got my ABW Slippy that I've been waiting for, was excited for. I got it. I'm carrying it at work. It's in my pocket. I'm just ready to show it to every single person at work. You know what I mean? But half of them don't care.
Dan, why aren't you wearing a Snuggie? We must keep our Dan warm and cozy. By the way, you showed that Zippo the other day that you're gonna shipwreck, and I went and bought one. Fugger. Buy wallet.
Magnus Lutz triple hole! Yeah! 8-8 with the slam of the 10. I should be, it's warm in here today. I don't need a Snuggie. I am cozy and warm. I'm all toasty, comfortable, happy. Now my Magnus Lutz are all here. Extreme joy to be had. And yeah, I apparently have that effect on some people. They see me get stuff and then they buy stuff. I have that same issue where I see people or I talk to people like this Hate Nate guy, you know, and he was like, oh, I got this. You need to get it. Buy it now. And I did. And I did. We got to stick together. Everyone to give props up for the big old wonderful Hate Nate. $10 chat. Thank you much, bud. And we will be shipwrecking it. What Zippo did you get? Did you get did you get like a brass or a copper one as well? They have so many types. So many more than I ever thought. You're like, dang, they got 10 different types of brass ones, but they're like, oh, this one's coated, this one's burnished, this one's antique, this one's that. They all just have a coating on them that if you're going to shipwreck, you end up having to blast off anyway. Blast off? Sure. It's not moving anymore. Ron Dobbins, what up? He says, hit that thumbs up, everyone. You can do it. Full Magnus Lutz in the house, huh? People that don't carry a knife don't have a life. They don't realize. As soon as you start carrying, then you realize you're like, wow, I cut a lot of stuff. Who was it? Someone was, or was that a post? Maybe it was a post I saw. Someone had just picked up a knife and they're like, yeah, tragedy. I got this knife and I lost it on day one. And it's like, ... It's like, my wife got home from work and she saw it on the table and thought it looked cute. And she said it's now hers. Like, all right, that happens. That does happen. She's like, yep, this one's going in my purse. carrying this. It's like, looks like I'm going to have to buy the second one. What did you just say? Did you forget already? Hey, Nate, the beautiful thing is when you do stay stuff, it becomes literature that you can then read. What's up, Help with Gadgets? No, you don't understand. This knife has steel made from the hull of a World War I heat treated by the devil's taint with scales made from unicorn clavicles, dude. And see this little insert? Yeah. That's, I mean, I have folks that I could literally, you know, where is it? I could go like this. Hold on. Let me find something. Here we go. I could go like this and show them these two knives and be like, all right, here's one. Here's the other. How many, and then be like, how many of these knives could you buy to get this knife? And they'd be like, I don't know. Is it like double the price? Like, yeah, this one's $12 and this one's $20. Which one do you want? Hey, Nate? My chat is being weird. I'd rather have my wife steal my knife instead of complain about why there is a knife on the table. Yeah. Yeah. Bought a second tri-stash for my ex-girlfriend. Not the one I had, but the one I will. The one I will. You know what I mean? Grateful Dong. What's everyone's favorite knife at the moment? Mine is Berg Blades Mini Slim. I have two. Edwards. I am in love with that Berg Blades Mini Slim that Dong has as well. That knife is gorgeous. And one day I will get me a Berg Blades. I think those are cool. So everyone, he asked the Devil's Taint heat treated, the one Paul spoke of. Devil's Taint heat treat is like for the win. It's like all ready to go, and and she's good. Oh, the goofy spider looking one. Ah, yes. Yeah. All around, God, it's so tough to pick one. I'm going to go back to this. Right now, current favorite, Concept Horlock. Snappy front flipper. Flicks out great. Feels awesome. Excellent set. That's like 8,000 HRC. Right? Hi, Ed. Oh, wait. That's me. Stonewashed black titanium looks really good. Right? I really like especially the way Concept does it, because they knock down the edges just enough. Like they just kind of just knock down those edges just enough so like you start to notice a little bit of silver almost starting to shine through in a way. There's quite a few Concepts that have it, but the Stonewash or the black wash on Concepts, I like it very much. Oh, excuse me. I love that Horlock. It's true. It's true. Knives look different when someone else owns them and posts them. That's true also. Some people don't understand why it looks weird in my hand or whatever. I don't know. I guess I have my ape hands. So I was hearing those ABWs that they said that they were supposed to be dropping never dropped. So I'm curious about that. I can say though, I'm very happy with this knife so far. It feels great. It's fun. I'm going to get a slip for it. Terry 1931 leatherwork slip. Have to get another Horlock. Gave mine to a friend. You sure did. Paul, I'm taking good care of the OG Slim. I promise. Says Hate Nate. That snap out is just nice. That pow. Feels really good. And the diamond texture on here, I'm loving it. It's very nice. It's got a really good feel. And I'm excited to continue to carry it, cut with it, use it, enjoy it, show it to people with pride, and then they look at it, they're like, I don't like it. But most of the people that I'm talking about that I would show that to, that they would like it, or they would not like it, are the same people that they only, when I hand them a knife, the only knives on the table they would actually be able to open, like I hand people a knife like this, or, you know, any of these really, but I hand them a knife like this, and they're like, they don't know how to thumb a hole, or do a front flip, or flick a hole. They just don't understand it. So when you have to hand them something like this, where they can do that flipper tab that Paul loves so much. But those folks, I handed one of these with a flipper tab, and they're like, oh, I like that. I like flipper tabs. I really like that. And you give them another one, they're like, oh, I like that. I want that flipper tab on the back. Versus, it's my least favorite opening style. So you hand them anything else, and they don't know how to open it. So then I hand those non-knife people this, and they're like, oh my God, it's so stiff. Ugh. And then they're like, ugh. And I'm like, just open it all the way. Hold it in your hand. They're like, oh, it's like, I don't know. Is there a lock? I'm like, no. And they just don't understand. Took my lightning anvil Horlock to school. All the kids laughed at me. But the lemon snow cones they gave me made up for it. All this nasty talk. Woo! You like it raw? I like it raw. You like it raw? Dong said he would do bad, naughty things to me. Show me a $300 used knife and what's different from a cheap one. What? We've looked at the Q-Troll before, Thomas. That crossbar on there is upsetting. So a used $300 knife and a cheap knife. A cheap knife's still a cheap knife, and a used $300 knife, depending on how it was used, is still fantastic. At least if it was fantastic when it was new. What's up, Rachel? What is up? All right, let me pull this up here. Concept is definitely going to be getting my attention at the show. I'm going to try, if they've got one of these, I'm going to get it. This ugly little chode. It's a new design, not currently available, but that is fun. I will get one of those if they've got them at Blade Show, unless they're ridiculous for some reason. Cutro, I prefer that blade shape, but not in the Damascus. But they only make that blade shape in the Damascus. So I dig this. No. Probably would get that one first, but I'd love it to have this blade shape. Even though this blade shape is not quite as maybe user-friendly as this one. I wish these were bolster locks. If these were bolster locks, yes. I pre-ordered 2 Kunwu Excaliburs. Did anyone know when they'll be shipping? Ordered them November 14th and 17th. So a few months now. Anyone hear about the pre-order on the Excaliburs? I do not know. I do not have an answer for you. I'm sure you're going to love them though. Scored a Benchmade shootout drop point from Zach last night. Heck of a deal. It's always nice to get those deals, right? If it wasn't a shaft lock, it'd be still a noise. I'll bolster you promise? Bolster that lock, baby. Just bolster it. Fully bolstered. Okay. What was the other one? Wait. Home. Don't they have new? Wait a minute. Did they change their? They did. There isn't a new arrivals, blade material, handle, lock type, designers, dealers, rewards, support. There's no like, what was it? It was called like releasing soon or prototypes or like something. There was one that was considered to be, it wasn't new arrivals. It was like coming soon or something like that. I don't see a coming soon anymore. Oh, you have to go into shop. So I have to click here down to coming soons. It's just not an icon at the top. The Contra, that was another one we were looking at. And the Halide. Contra's a pretty cool looking blade. If it's a pre-order, probably several months. So if it was November when you did the pre-order, it'll probably be like, I mean, it's now March. But the Strix, that was what, 8 months. Here's that Halide. This is a prototype. This is Fred's prototype on loan. Concept Halide should be releasing soon. These are cool though. Fun, slim. Damascus on this one. Very snappy little front flipper. It's got a nice tick close that I enjoy. Sent the Brass Brigade knife to my Instagram. All right, we can open that up. Do I have it open somewhere? No, I don't. No, I don't. What's up, Mick? What did you send it in a photo? Yes. Screw you, hippie. Brass Brigade Custom Kiradashi. From Robin. 154 cm. Sculpted G10. Full 4-finger grip. Full 4-finger grip for who? Like, I don't know about that. That all depends on the person. Some people's full 4-finger grip isn't the same. I'm just messing, Robin, but my 4-finger grip isn't the same as a lot. Unfortunately for me. Ready to binge? Has Blade Binge got a booth this year? Or not? Let me look on the chart. Blade. No Blade Binge at Texas. Eric from Blade Binge might be there. Anyone know? Is Eric going to actually be at the show? Sometimes he'll go to the show, but they don't have a table or a booth or whatever you want to call it. It looks like no Blade Binge booth in Texas. That Brass Brigade Custom Kiridashi is cool looking. I'm going to have to make one of those. I ordered mine the week before Christmas, so I should have mine the week before Christmas. 2027. Those pre-orders are a real deal. I mean, it was supposed to be 6 months and it ended up being almost 8. I mean, now that was a month ago. I have it. It's here. I'm happy. But it's kind of one of those things. You drop that money in July and then you don't get it till February. Come February, it's basically a free knife. You're like, you've already, that knife, that money is so far gone. Money that you spent 7 or 8 months ago. It's like, it's essentially, you threw that money away, but now you got a free knife. But I get it. And like, I got respect for it. You know, if that's the way you do it and that's the way you can get it, I'm on board. Or if people that do, Hate Nate doesn't like the pre-orders. I mean, I'm not a fan, but if that was the only way for me to get this Lefty Strix, sometimes you got to jump through a hoop. I don't mind, like I've done quite a few Kickstarters as well. The Kickstarters are kind of a cool thing too, because it helps small makers or people, you know, like Dylan's done quite a few Kickstarters that have been successful. Flytanium beef in titanium, or Flytanium, that sounded funny. Flytanium beef in titanium. Where is my beef? I got a beef somewhere. There it is. Little custom clip point blade on there. You can't buy those with that clip point, but it can be done. You do you, boo. I would prefer to never have to do a pre-order like that. Mine's got the modified tip. That is correct. It's not like I don't have a knife, but if it was like the first knife I ordered, I would be over the knife life, right? Dylan's a homie, so I'll do pre-orders or Kickstarters for a homie, right? Well, I can't say that Sparrow is a homie. I mean, I met him and his wife at Blade Show Atlanta. We're not a homie, but I really wanted one. So this was kind of like one of those, I don't know, grail type knives. So with Timascus, do they anno the titanium, then combine them, or what? You know what I think it is I think, I'm not 100%, but they anno it after the fact. And because they are different materials, that's how you're getting the different, you know, like if it's like Timascus, I think it's titanium and other things. So the other things don't anno, but then the titanium does. And then if you had different chemistries of things, they affect a little differently. But I'm just making shit up. But I would imagine they're mixing it all together and then they're anodizing it, and that's you're getting different. It's 2 to 3 grades of my titanium mixed together. But then it's interesting. Because generally it wouldn't matter, like if you had a lower grade titanium, a higher grade titanium, basically a certain spectrum is going to hit, like a voltage is going to hit that color, your blue, your purples, your bronze, your greens, or whatever. So it's going to be about the same, but it could vary a little, but then it would be like you get kind of varying shades of green, and I'm thinking like the Timascus often will be like blues with some golds kind of mixed in and stuff like that, where even if you were in a transitional voltage, it would all kind of, it wouldn't be, they would be more similar. I don't know. They should anodize just a little different, but generally if you're like, okay, well, this is the voltage that you bring it to for purple, and this is blue, and this is gold, right? So if you just have it set at gold and you bring it to gold, different grades of titanium, they're still all going to basically be gold. So that's why I'm wondering if it's like maybe if there's something else mixed in that's kind of creating it to react differently. I would assume. I don't know. It's interesting. Matt Conklin, what's up? Kevin, couple of weeks, Kevin. So Kevin, Thursday night, because I'm gonna go to Donnie's on Wednesday, and then we're driving up Thursday. So we got like what? What is it from you, Donnie? Like 9 hours? Something like that. So if we get up, we're gonna get there early evening-ish. I'm excited. I anno at 666 volts. Okay, Cicero typed reactanium, but I saw rectanium. Got any of that rectanium? We need to leave by 5 or 6 a.m. If we leave at 6 a.m., we're going to get there at like 3 p.m. Yeah, because we could, if we left at 9 in the morning, we'd get there at like 6 p.m. That's still not terribly late. Kevin's landing around noon, though, so we need to go meet Kevin. I'm cool with getting up early. I don't care. If we don't stop to eat or pee, right. I'm usually, I try to, because I can get into a mode where I got to take a leak a lot? Rectolite. But I try not to drink as much fluids in the car on the road. And then you don't have to stop as much, and that makes it a lot easier. We'll be lit by 5. Oh my God. Just pee and shit your pants. Catheter up, you guys. Whew. I just won't drink a lot of fluids, and we'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. I'm just a leaf in the wind. It was the most beautiful thing I ever saw. There's also depends. I time up my bathroom breaks with gas fill-ups, right? That's what you try to do. In and out. I got home when I drove home from Texas last year. I got in my car to go home, and it said 13 hours and 20 whatever minutes from Texas to Minnesota. And I got there in just under 14 hours. So like I literally, you lose time. Every time you stop for gas and stuff, that's like a perfect zone time. What time zone is Fort Worth? It's central. We stay in the same time zone. It's central all the way. But it said 13 hours and 26 minutes or whatever, and it took me like 13 hours and 45 minutes, and that's including 3 or 4 stops for gas and bathroom. So I crushed it. I absolutely nailed that one. Now I've got a little stop. It'll be nice. I can drive 5 or 6 hours, get to Donnie, and then we can drive the 9 hours the next day, and we should be good. Travel tip number 3374. Use a 5-gallon bucket, not a wicker basket. Know what I'm saying? Wicker basket. Well, the wicker will absorb some. You know, start to fill up, start to drip out. It will kind of absorb some, and the basket grows. It kind of expands. Neil McKenzie, Chris Kitts, what is up? We're talking Blade Show. We're talking titanium today. I grabbed all my titanium knives. Well, full titaniums. I have some partial titanium that I did not put down. Oh, another full titanium that I missed. Microjet. Just drill a hole in the floorboard. You just send it down on the floorboard and just. If I drill a hole in the floorboard and I have the mats, I have the WeatherTech mats that basically you could pour like a bunch of liquid into, or snow and stuff gets in there and it doesn't leak. So you just drill one hole in the mat through that into the floor, so you just pee right into the mat and it'll all just kind of funnel in and out. Tempest Microjet. B Shady also has the pre-order for the Mini Excalibur. Pop a funnel in that hole. We should be fine. That's what the back seat's for. I got a Highlander. It's got a trip wheel. We put all the stuff in the back, back. Then we have the back seat open, and one of us can just jump in the back seat. We'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. What is my favorite knife handle material? What's yours? What's everyone's favorite material? Titanium. My top would definitely be textured titanium in probably like this. The textured titanium with some micro lines, like on the Strix. Or the micro lines like on the Cornerstone. That would be top notch. I love the grip of that, the feel, the look. Don't forget the dude wipes. But if it wasn't titanium, or if it was outside and I'm cold, or it's like in the winter and you want something that's not going to freeze your hand, then it's micarta. 100% a nice micarta, like the Eldorado. I love micarta. I think it's fantastic. It's probably my favorite all around, just good user type handle material. You can have micarta be a little rougher and grip, well, they're all grippy, but a little rougher cut like this on the micro, which I really like. Or you can polish it up and make it really shiny and smooth. Condition is better. I make it shiny and smooth. So you can polish that micarta up nice and slick, but even when it's slick, it's still grip. Just replace the back seat with a kiddie pool full of oil dry. I mean, if you were smart. Yeah, Kevin, you got to take it easy till we get there. Shapeshifter. Rough Rider Reserve Series Shapeshifter. Very well made. D2. No play on there. Co-Bunny. A lot of wood handles, like the synthetic one's the best. Acid wash titanium for this guy. It's a weakness. I got a weakness. Can I get a weakness? What time are we looking at? Almost 6. DC, me? Rough Rider or case knives? Blade play is what makes a case knife so collectible. You're damn right. Kevin don't take it easy. He's a wild man. Kevin gonna get wild, It's going to get a little crazy, I think. We're going to have some fun. Who's excited for the Kevin Smith and Knives Laser Ghost KDK live stream? Frag handle, bottom left, top right for me. Bottom left. Well, is that left though? Justin? Or this one? This one. We'll do both. You guys are gonna hit it off. I've met them, met both of them before. Hear the thunder. What am I getting, B Shady? I don't know. You let me know. What's up, the pawns? Hear the roar. So who was asking? Justin. Frag handle. Was this the one you were asking? This is the Concept Goblin XL. And the bottom left of the screen would be this one then, right? Concept Mini Towser K. Yeah, Justin, this is the Concept Mini Towser K. This is definitely one of my favorites. Tons of jumps, feels great. As far as crossbar locks are concerned, this is the best one for me. Action is nice. Thumbs out good, flicks out good. Kevin, you got room in your duffel bag for Dom? Just throw Dom in there, bring him along. 18 days? Is that real? Wow. Because it's the 2nd. Wow. Trish is going to be there too. Fred's going to be there. Going to be a real good time. So yeah, who asked me that? B Shady asked, what am I going to get? At Blade Show, I don't have a list yet. I need help with my list for Blade Show. Donnie says 18 days to finish one knife and build a more complicated one from scratch. Yikes. You can do it, bud. You can do it. Your phone. Last Blade Show, you ate hot dogs for every meal. You ate hot dogs for every meal? You eat good at home, and you go out and you don't eat good? You just eat dogs? Yeah, 17 if you're leaving on Thursday. So 6, I'm leaving on Wednesday, Trish. That's like 2 weeks and 2 days from now. Oh my God. 2 weeks, yeah, more money for blades. Just buy dogs. We just get a bunch of dogs. We rented Airbnb, which is definitely going to be cheaper than the hotel rooms. We could just get a bunch of dogs and just grill dogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have a little variety. Dude, that one spot, that's almost a must. One of the nights, I think it's almost a must. You walk like 3 blocks up from the convention center and go to that burger place. A lot of people from Blade Show will be there. But yeah, that burger place just a few blocks down, that's almost a must do. They got good prices, they got good burgers and fries, they got wings. Nice little atmosphere. Dogs and maybe a few little smokies in there. I got some little smokies in the fridge right now. I like burgers. It's a win. Like a burger is just a good meal. Burgers and fries, a couple beers. Yes. Sausages.
Who don't like sausages? You guys want to make some sausages?
You ever have boudin? It's like Louisiana. Boudin they're like sausages, but they have rice in them. So it's like a Louisiana kind of a thing, but imagine like really nice like casing sausages, but then they have rice mixed in. Pork ones, beef ones, shrimp. Boudin's good stuff. Burgers greater than hot dogs. Texas barbecue. Yeah, we go to a Texas barbecue the other night as well. Sorry. Goodness. Excuse me. But yeah, that burger spot one of the nights. Some type of barbecue. Rice sausage sounds, dude, Kobani, it's bomb. You can't really get it in a lot of places, but Boudin, Boudin, amazing stuff. Boudin kolaches are goated. They're so good. It's like a brat with rice in it. Amazing. And you're like, why do you want rice mixed in? Because it's good. Because it's really good. No doubt. But meat. I definitely smell a pork product of some kind. I like it. Brats on rolls. I could just eat brats, just stab with a fork and just eat it. But yeah, I love bread too. I could also just eat rolls. I could buy bread and just eat bread. Don't put anything on it. I'm a bread lover. I'm a bread fan. Bread fan? Anyone? Anyone? That's probably one of my favorite covers. Metallica Bread Fan. Anyone? Anyone? Nate? Hey, Nate. Anyone know the album? Anybody know the album? Metallica Bread Fan? Kevin, I need something to eat right now. I am looking that way myself. I usually I'll eat dinner right after I do my live. Garage Days. Dom knows what's up. Dude, Metallica's Bread Fan, that's probably one of the better covers of any song. I'm not always a fan of covers, but yeah. Nachos are almost ready. Ooh, I could do nachos. Had to stop making tortillas at home because I would eat the tortillas. What? Yeah, you make them, then you eat them. It's kind of like I have garden, and if I do cherry tomatoes or like super sweet 100s or whatever, any type of small cherry type tomatoes, I never actually get any cherry tomatoes. I get none. Or like beans or snow peas, I hardly ever get any. And the reason is I go out to the garden and I like pick, eat, pick, eat. And then you go inside and it's like you didn't collect any. And then 2 days later you go back out to the garden and you like pick, eat. And you don't actually collect any because you just eat a few every single day, which is still fun. Jalapeno cheddar bread, sun-dried tomato bread. These both sound great, Rachel. Do you buy that or do you make it? Jalapeno cheddar bread sounds really good. Where can I get some of that? Eat less, buy more knives. I wish. I'm still a growing boy. I still get hungry pretty regularly. And then I eat something, and then like a few hours later, I'm hungry again. Wow, a good-looking dog. Dog like that, you probably got to feed it every day. Make sure you take a lot of pickles for Donnie. Little Donnie snacks. He loves them. We do need pickles. You know what's a good snack? Little bites. Little package of mini muffins. Who's down with some little bites?
Dan, you can cut the anticipation with a poop knife. Cause you know, sometimes you just got a poop knife, a motherfucker. Just ask Dor.
Just S dong. I love how you put Poope, and then you can hear it. You can kind of hear him say poop. Poop knife. You can cut that anticipation with a poop knife. I am going to need to get 2 more of these. Lanyard Man is the guy in question. Lanyard Man is the one who sent this to me. But if you look, I caught the chain. These flip. This flips better. So I have a feeling, that was a bad flip. I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to juggle these better than the silicone poop knives. So I might have to get a couple more of those. Thanks for the 5, Hate Nate. The anticipation is killing me. Little bites need to come in adult size packaging so I don't have to mow through 4 baggies. Well, you eat the whole box. That's the trick. Is you eat the whole box. 4 bags of 5. It's like 20 muffins. Eat them all. But they're like $4. It's like the price is okay. But yeah, you should be able to get at least a 12 pack. The Ponds, right? Give me a 12 pack of little bites, and I'll crush it. I'll just be like, and done. What happened? Hold on. Ugh. That refreshed me probably. Pizza bagels. We need to go live on the drive. Dueling poop knives. Your poop knives are still devoid of the honorary lanyard bead. With, yeah. YouTube's getting harder to trick with the words. You're gonna do fine, Hate Nate. You're gonna do just fine. And I like the way he said puke. Brother, what is that? What's that, brother? There was no sound for a second. I eat a single baggie while staring at the cabinet, deciding what I want as a snack. I have the same Ponds. Ponds and I are very alike. I always have little bites in there, and I'm looking for something to eat. Little bites. Bop, 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 bop. Should I eat another bag? Sure. Should I eat another bag? Sure. Did I have a smudge? Or did I miss? Oh, that's what we're talking about. Okay. Someone said go live on the drive. Zachary did. Generally, I would almost have to say no, because I've seen too many people that think that's just like a standard. They go live on a drive and then they're driving, they're reading chat, and it's like I can't go live while I'm driving around, and then you basically have to ignore chat. If you're not ignoring chat and you're driving, that's dangerous. But if we're driving there and you have a passenger, like it's me and Donnie, we could go live, because then now I don't have to, like if I'm driving, I don't have to look at the phone. I can drive and focus on driving and then still be able to chat and have a conversation. And then Donnie would be able to then relay any messages in the chat that I might need to know or something like that. I could do that. I need a dingleberry lanyard for my poop spatula. Probably. Just ordered baked spaghetti with mozzarella and garlic. From like a nice restaurant, you got to go pick it up or something, Kevin? That sounds great. Spaghetti is always a win. Apex. Robin's hungry. I'm getting hungry. We talk about food a lot, and then hunger sets in. I might have to eat a baggie of little bites very soon. Very, very soon. What's everyone's favorite titanium knife that they own? I don't have it's so hard to do favorites. But as far as like, what's your favorite texture of titanium? Do you like smooth titanium? Rosadas? Pickup? That sounds great. Pepper Jack and Colby nachos sound good too. AD Demco Blackout? That's nice too. Hey Neil, I looked at that. I actually looked at that today. Neil, I touched it today. Haven't touched it in a while, but I touched it today. We're gonna have to get on that. Dude, I am making good moves. As most of you might know, I do still have some outstanding projects that are long since slowed down, but I knocked out a few of them. I'm moving. I'm making progress. Stacy's looks super sick. Not quite done yet though, but I finished. I just sent out a couple of things to Jimmy Crow. I finished another one for, yep, I was working on editing some stuff for Brian's. Meals is right up at the top, and then I also have one for Renee Ramon. But I haven't been filming this stuff, and I've been just kind of doing the work that I can when I do the stuff. And we're making good headway. I can pick a favorite child before picking a favorite knife. Zach just got the LUDT in titanium. Nice. I like frag as well, Justin. Frag is an amazing, if you got a good texture frag like this, that is fantastic stuff. Really, really nice. The AZ USA Blitzkrieg or the Wee Trojan from Cicero. Are you going to get the mini Excalibur? I just ordered one. I would like to, Ron, but if I was, it'd be a lefty. And I've been saving up. I'm buying like a 2x72-inch grinder and a kiln. So I've been saving up for that. Now I need some of my money for a down payment on a house. So yeah. And then I've been trying to save up for Texas. So I have been very minimal and limiting myself on purchases lately. There's been a few things that I've really wanted to get that I've kind of avoided and kind of doing my best. But for example, like as soon as the ABW slip joint was available and in stock, I grabbed it. You know, so that was one of my own grabs from recently, but I have really not got or purchased very much in the last month or so. You love the CJRB frac? It's a good one, and it's out of focus. I got the S90B titanium version. I got this this was like right when they went up for sale, day one. I was worried that they might go out of stock right away or something like that, so I jumped on it and ordered one right off the bat. The frac is a fun knife. It's huge. Don't carry it as much as I thought I would, but I've definitely been carrying smaller knives. Kevin, I just ordered it. How long do you think it'll take to get here? We Knife Hyphen. We Knife. I think I've looked at this before. That sounds like maybe it wasn't the XL. Come on. Hyphen XL. You can get down payment assistance. For what? Oh, for the house? Yeah, I'm on that. But I mean, still, even with that, you're still going to need a couple thou that I could have basically, you know, used for knives and stuff. The We Hyphen XL. Ooh, that one. definitely that one. That's a tasty. I'm gonna make this bigger. Why would you want to? I hate the rollover zoom. Rollover image to zoom in a secondary window like that. I'm sorry, but that sucks. That is not how you do a close-up. Hyphen's kind of cool. It's definitely one of those ones with a frame lock though that I would need to handle personally. As a lefty, I don't buy frame locks unless I'm able to handle them and test them. I like the blade shape though. It's kind of interesting. That scoop has got a neat shape to it. They're shipping by the order they ordered. I ordered in December, but they may get caught up quick. I'd say a month maybe, says Kevin. Kevin's got the insight on the order. Sounds pretty accurate. Listen to this dude, Rufus. He knows what he's talking about. Right? Now I'm getting nervous. 2 weeks and 2 days, and I'm getting in my car to head to Blade Show. Wow. That is spooky. Does anyone know? Let me try to find this quick. I can't remember what it was. B something. Borka. Or wasn't it? Isn't it B? There was one I was looking up, and I was wondering if that is them or not. But now I don't see it. Was it not a B something? Must not be. Yep, it's gone. Now I can't even ask. There was one where it was like letters, and it was like, oh, is the BMK, is that this place? But I wasn't 100% sure, but now I can't even find it. So, never mind. I am definitely hoping that people will give me some info and input on some of the good stuff to go look for and check out. Oh, look who's in the shop, kids. Casey of the Knives Fast channel. Hey, Dan, I'm not starting until 7:30. I just started the placeholder a little bit early. Sorry about that. Running around like a crazy person. You're not starting till 7:30. I am not going to be going till 7:30. I will be starving by then. Tack Knives Intruder. I have Fred's. I love this knife. Action is great. Front flipper is really good. Snappy. It is a frame lock, and if I don't push too hard, I can still flick it out with the lefty. So that is nice. Nothing like a good old train wreck, says Mr. Mouse. So no worry, Casey. We all love you. My time, not yours. So what is that, 10 minutes from now? Yeah, 10 minutes from now. I still will probably be done by then. I'm getting starving. I usually don't go more than a couple hours at most. And then more often than not, I'm paying attention to when KC starts up, and then I say everyone go over to KC's, which they're all going to do anyway. I do know I want to grab a Pictus from Gecko. Kevin, you don't have a Pictus? I might get the Pictus XL, but the Pictus is a fantastic knife. If you're on the fence about that one and they've got them there, I would grab it. It's a win. Top 5, top 10 for sure. A lot of Norwegians get anxiety diarrhea. I've had anxiety stomach issues before. What's the black knife up front? This one right here? Concept Orlock. Terry from 1931 Leatherworks design. Rachel, have you not seen the Warlock before, or maybe you just didn't recognize it sitting down there? This is definitely one of my absolute favorite knives. This is great. Super thick on the blade stock. Rachel, Horlock. Front flipper is awesome and snappy. You can thumb it out, you can flick it out. It's got this forward choil and then the ramp harpoon. The immune system attacks the intestines. I think that might be common for people everywhere. I used to, like, when I was in competitions like swimming and stuff, like you're getting worried, stressed about a race, and I would have to pee like again, like, oh, why does my stomach hurt? Or you get that gassy feeling, you get nervous. It's a thing. I am part Norwegian though, I guess. I'm one of the mutts. I don't know exactly full on what the percentages are, but I'm like Dutch, Norwegian, French, German. I don't know. It's a wild mix. It's a wild mix. All right, let me grab. Ugh, I have crap everywhere right now. Ooh, another Masters of the Universe trailer. That should be good. Okay. Grabbing the link that everyone already knows. Devo is not going to be at. Are they going to be there though? Are they just, maybe they don't have a table? Maybe they're going to go. Here is a link to KC's Not As Fast channel. Nick says they only go to Atlanta. But they might, that sometimes if they don't have a table, they might be at another show. Like I know Eric from Blade Binge has been at other shows where he didn't have a booth for Blade Binge. But yeah, I don't know if Lefty's going to be there, Kevin. Hanging out with them in Atlanta was fun though. And Devo is great. I love all my Devos. They are really good. Tack Knives is awesome. Tack Knives is going to be there, so they should have some intruders. Magna Cut, very nice shape. My Norwegian side is Olsen. Who's your favorite of the Olsens? All right. Well, I'm a mutt. Yeah, I mean, Kevin heavily supports Devo and Tempest. Ditto. Heavily supports? Heavily supports. So KC's been growing. KC's still been getting numbers. My numbers have this last year at because I'm going on 2.5 years or whatever. I would say I gained almost 10,000 subs in less than 2 years, and in this last full year, I've gained 700. I know last year in 1 month I gained 1,500 subs. I gained 100 in one live stream once, but now I don't know. I don't monetize my lives. I don't think YouTube likes that. I don't use things to make my thumbnails better. YouTube does not like that. I still get some hits. That's what's so weird is that they pick and choose. I get one video that has 500 views right next to another video that has 30. And so it's just not a consistent thing. And number wise, like I said, I did my 10,000 subscriber giveaway. I don't remember when it was, May or June or something like that. And now I don't go up at all. I go backwards, or I've lost 2 or 3 in the last few days. I haven't gained any. How the heck did JD get to 80K so fast? JD. Who's JD? Some days are better to watch than other times and days. Late night is hard. And I'm finding more people aren't interested in videos. Daily Gear Guide. I don't watch him. How long was he small before? Because that's the thing, like, you know, like there's certain llamas that once upon a time, they aren't around anymore, but like they bought a bunch of stuff and did some stupid shady stuff that grew fast. In fact, only a few get shown. Yeah, that's what I'm learning is like people don't get videos suggested to them, even if they're subscribers. You know, if they're paid subscribers, they still don't get recommended videos. But then a lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm not saying JD did that. I don't know his channel. I don't know how fast he got big. But when I started doing lives, that's when I really got some views. Like started popping really fast. What's up, Gonzo? And was getting numbers. But then it's like now I would do a vertical live and I'd get like 1,000 people come through. And now I'll do a vertical live and I don't know how many would get, a couple hundred. I watched the video on dyeing the Vision FG and the special Flightanium beef modified. So Mac, you've seen a couple? And I'm not asking, if people don't want to watch a video, you should only watch videos that you want to watch if it's not something that you're interested in. But I'm learning, it's like people don't, more often than not, people don't grab videos and watch videos anywhere near as much as just going in. There's so many good live streams that you can go in and hang out in that people end up doing that more than watching videos or shorts or whatever. I know shorts you can easily start doom scrolling. And next thing you know, you spent an hour just going like this, and you didn't really see a whole lot of what you wanted. Anyway, well, I'm going to get closed out here. Casey's going to go. Well, actually, Casey just went live just now. So I posted the link to that. Go check them out. Thanks for everyone for hanging out. If you got any cool ideas or things to see or that you want me to look at in Blade Show, make sure to write it down. Let me know on the next one. Tomorrow is the very last day for our putting league. So I'll probably live stream that since it's the last one. Gonna have some fun. I'm gonna go for the win. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Magnus Lutz, ho ho ho. Appreciate all of you. Hey Nate, thank you for the super chats. Everyone have a good day, a good night. Probably see you over in Casey's live for a little bit. But yeah, stay sharp. We'll see you soon.